All right, welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the CBSI Star Wars Comics Show. I've got Mike Morello with me again, and Ben C down below, and we got a couple of more Marvel first appearances. You guys should be keeping an eye out for when you're digging out there in those boxes at your shops and what have you. Hopefully you like what we're doing, so please like, subscribe, hit the alert button so you don't miss anything on the channel. Make sure you head on over to comicbookinvest.com to check out the article where we're going to have a bonus book, as well as all the other great stuff we got there every week, basically. Every day there's new articles.
Okay.
So hang in for a second. We'll be right back with books.
And we're back.
All right, so what do we got this week for our books to keep an eye out for? As usual, I'm going first with my pick, and even though this book's gotten a little bit pricey lately, I still think there's a little bit of room there. And this is Kanan 12, and I like it because there's more than one appearance in this book. You can like it for either Ray Sloan, who's an interesting character. I mean, she first appeared in the actual novel, like John Jackson Miller's novel, but here's her first comic appearance. So you got that one hit, and then you got the Grand Inquisitor, who, yes, he appeared on the show first, but comic-wise, this is where he's showing up. So I still kind of like this book. So if you can find it while everybody's still chasing 1, 6, or all those other appearances, keep an eye out for 12. Don't forget about 12. It's also the last issue of the run, and just, again, one that I think you still got a little bit of room. There's still a little bit of room, a little bit of meat on the bone.
I love this book because I love the freaking cover. I mean, I think it's a fantastic cover. It's the best cover in the run. It's the one they used for the hardcover, and I think the trade uses number 1, but the hardcover uses this one, and for good reason. You got Sabine in her helmet, which isn't nothing. I think it's a great book, and it should be super cheap still. This should be like a $3, $4, $5 book if you find it in a bin. So maybe 10 at the most, because the whole Kanan run's kind of doing a little something. But I mean, you shouldn't have to pay very much for this. And I love
unless you're shopping online. Online, you'll have to pay a little bit. But
yeah.
If you're shopping in bins, I agree. $5 cover maybe. This is like $40 online right now. But that all said, value aside, I agree with the first appearance. It's just a good book to have in your collection, right?
Yep.
We're not always looking to flip stuff, but at the same time, like Mike said, nothing wrong with finding it for $5 in a bin either.
No.
As long as you end up with Grand Inquisitor at the end of the day.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, granted, I'm the cover tunes guy, and I like cheap, nice covers, but this is a really nice cover.
It is. It is. You get the whole team, the whole Rebels team, and that's nice. But yours, you can still kind of sneak in those boxes sometimes.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, this is going to sound. There's no way to not sound condescending saying this, but first Cassian Andor, the dude has his own show coming with his name in it, and this is still a $20 book. I don't understand it. With everything else that all the other characters are doing, we know we like the character. We know we liked this whole time frame. It's going to feel very original trilogy. This is going to be a good show, and it's Cassian's show, and this is his first appearance. I know this is just the lowly A cover, but that's why I featured it, because, yeah, there's a bunch of variants. We're going to talk about those variants in the future in another episode, but just the regular A cover is a $20 book. I just looked it up on eBay today. You can get yourself $20, $25 near mint copy. And if you're looking in your bins, like Ben said, you could potentially still find this book for $5 or $10. And man, when that show hits or when that trailer finally hits, this is not going to be $5 or $10. It's just not. So, and it's a good cover. It's Noto, I think, based on the style. I'm guessing that's Noto. And still a great cover. Fine. Yeah, it may not be as good as some of the variants, but I think it's a solid cover.
I like this book. I like the variants. I won't touch too much on them because I know we have something going on.
Well, there's a couple. I got the movie one and the Walmart
that's the movie poster one.
I love the Walmart one.
Yeah, I do too.
But I love the book in general. I'm actually surprised to hear it's I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but this modern stuff's moving, man. $20 is I mean, that's grab a 5-stack for $100 and flip one of them when the show drops for your money back.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not talking about investing all the time, but
or go buy your favorite variant of it with the money you made.
Exactly.
I mean, if there's a cover like this one, or one of the, well, like I said, we're going to get to some of the other ones, but I mean, there's the 3 action figure Wonderworld comics variant, which is the one that people want. There's the poster one, the Walmart one. There's this one. There's isn't there a photo variant for this? Is there a photo variant for this? Or was that only number 2 that has a photo variant?
I don't know if there's a photo for this one. It might have just been the movie.
Okay. But still, I mean, there are 5 or 6 covers for this book.
Yeah. And
the A cover is the least sought after, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is still his first appearance, and it's Jin's first appearance. It's basically everybody's first appearance in the movie. First appearance. And I know they all die, but whatever. Suicide Squad, a Star Wars tale. I get it.
It doesn't mean we might not see them again, though. Like with everything that's going on, we don't know where Bad Batch is going to end. We might see Ip Man show up, at the end of Bad Batch somewhere.
Very true. I just think there's a ton of room on this book. I can't believe that it's still $25 on eBay. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Another book that's $25, I think. Just even the cover A, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think this is another one of those books. There. And it's funny because, oh my God, how many of this book were printed? Like
a lot.
Yeah, but the demand is there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna Gavin Scott?
Yep,
the writer.
Gavin Scott.
Does such a good job advertising, and Disney has clearly gotten behind it. I mean, we all know High Republic. We're getting an animated series or a real, that's the next trilogy, or where something's happening media-wise here. They didn't introduce all this to give us a new Star Wars series for just comics. They didn't.
Oh, I agree.
No.
You got kid novels, you got young adult novels, you got adult novels, you've got comics, you've got you've got
original graphic novels.
Yeah, two different comics while I think about it. I mean, this is clearly a media blitz. You're right, Ben. This is clearly meant to be something bigger eventually. This is a foundation for something that's going to be very important. And this is the book everyone's want to go back and get.
A lot of covers too, though.
You can see one behind you.
There we go.
I like this one. I like the Han.
Yeah, I do too.
Out of the
I like
3
it too.
you could order, like the
Oh, this is the winner. 100% is the winner. I think everyone knew going into FOC and still just couldn't get. I mean, it's still, last time I looked, it was like $35-$40 for this cover.
Don't sleep on that 1 in 10 either. I mean, that 1 in 10 is got a couple of characters on it that we might be interested in later. Let's just put it that way.
I like the 1 in 25, but I think you're right. I like the 1 in 25 just because it's expensive. I'll be honest, but I think
I grabbed one.
I think Mike's right. The 1 in 10 with those characters, I think you get a year out from now, you're going to go, $20. I probably should have bought those.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. This is the weakest of the 4 covers, in my opinion, of the regular covers, that is. But yet still, it's the highest incentive, so it's going to be the rarest one out there. It is what it is. The other 2 are, in my opinion, better covers. But actually, I even like the A cover better than this one. But still, that said, this is still going to be the chase because it'll be the one that has any rarity at all.
Very true. And this is also a lot better than the preview images we saw of the 1 in 25. Just the way they colored it here, it ended up, the end result was a lot better than what everybody saw as like the teaser image. I was like, oh,
very good point. I forgot about that. Yeah, that pre-FOC image was terrible.
I did not forget, but very good point. I remember that hitting and being like, uh-oh.
Uh-huh. But you know which one else that I also like? And this one is not that easy to find. This is the comic book exclusives cover, which is very limited.
It's so silly, man. What a everything coming together story this was. Like,
it's a great cover, though. I mean, you just can't beat it.
Oh my God, I love this book. I love everything about this, including the gargantuan price tag it gets. What does not have a gargantuan price tag, though, is we actually on comicbookexclusives.com have our War of the Bounty Hunters with the Coder 42 homage by Ramon Box. Absolutely gorgeous. And then Megan Hetrick with the Doctor After 10. I love that cover, man.
I love that cover. I love it. I love the perspective.
She's killing it right now.
She is. She's on fire. She's doing lots of stuff. And I think we have a teaser of something else she got going on for us. Yeah, and to find out more on the After 11 we have coming, check out at Comic Book Exclusives.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's another good one. If you haven't seen it, check out the Instagram because it's another gorgeous cover. Her color palette is just on point. It's just different from all the other covers that you see out there these days with Star Wars because there's so much repetition right now.
Love it. Love it.
Don't forget to hit up the list with over 500 first appearances, Star Wars first appearances on CBSI.com from our very own Ben and you guys who have contributed to us updating it and editing it. Please keep those edits coming respectfully, please. We're happy to happy to add stuff in that needs to get added in or changed. And it's a great list. It's a huge tool for those of us out there hunting in the bins. So Ben, thanks for the time you put into that, as well as it existing. So,
and thanks to you guys. Like I said, it's a family project, man. We're all keeping the boat afloat at this point.
Absolutely, it's a great piece to have at our disposal.
So, all right. Until next time, comicbookinvest.com, like button, subscribe, alert. See you next week.
Absolutely.